Hey everybody, it's Lisa here. I just wanted to make a short video to let everybody know what the baseline workout is going to be, talk through the movements, and show you how you can modify those movements so that everybody can do all the work. So we are going to meet 2 times when we do this workout. Once at the kickoff, where we'll do the baseline workout, and we'll do the exact same workout at the end in the wrap-up. The workout is going to be an 8-minute AMRAP. Well, what does that mean? Well, it means we've got 8 minutes on the clock, and we're going to do as many rounds as possible of the movements during that time frame. So here's the movements. We are going to do 5 burpees, 10 push-ups, 15 air squats, 20 sit-ups, and a 100-meter run. That may sound like a lot. It's really not. And I'm going to go through each one of those movements, describe what our standard is going to be, and then how you can modify each one of those. So the first movement is the burpee. A lot of people know what a burpee is, and basically burpees suck. But we love them because they're a whole body movement and they do require a lot of strain. So let me show you what a burpee is, and then we'll talk through it and then show you how to modify it. That's a burpee. So the basics are that you start from a standing position, you put your hands in the ground by your feet, you kick your feet back to a plank position, you do a full push-up, chest to deck, all the way to the floor, you jump your feet back to your hands, and then you jump up in the air. If you can't do that full movement, the first way we're going to modify that is to step it out. So you'll start from the standing position, but then you're going to step your legs back to the plank position, do your push-up, step your feet back, and then jump. If that's still a movement that's a little too hard for you, the other way we're going to modify it is do what we call up-downs. So you can either kick your legs back or step your legs back, but we're eliminating the push-up out of that. So if you're going to kick your legs back, it looks like this. Or you can step your legs back. Doesn't that look like fun? All right, so then the next movement is a push-up. Push-ups are a pretty basic movement, but here's the key things. The body has to be in a straight line through the entire movement. Your arms need to be fully extended at the top and fully bent at the bottom. We're looking for, again, chest to deck push-ups. So this is what that looks like. The way we can modify the push-up is to drop down and do it from the knees. Again, straight body, arms fully extended at the top, fully bent, chest to deck at the bottom. If you're doing it from your knees, Mike gave a good suggestion, and that is raise your legs and cross your ankles behind you. It helps keep your body in good alignment. So this is what that looks like. If getting down on the floor and doing the full push-up or the push-up from your knees is still a little too hard, we're going to do an incline push-up. So you can find something like your dining room chair, something kind of a similar height. Make sure whatever you use, it's not something that's going to slide and get out from underneath you. You want it to be very solid. You want your body straight line again, arms fully extended at the top, fully bent at the bottom. Now let's talk about what a push-up is not. That's always the fun part. A push-up is not a partial movement. So a push-up isn't, that's not a push-up. That's not a push-up. Not a push-up. Straight body, arms at full extension at the top, fully bent at the bottom. Did I leave out anything? What a push-up is not?
That's good.
Good?
That's
okay.
good.
So now we'll move on to the next exercise, squats. Squats are a very key movement for a lot of things that we do in fitness, so it's really important to try to get good form and posture when you're doing a squat. Let's talk about some of the key points. You're going to start with your feet, shoulder width apart, toes slightly turned out. You want to lift your chest through the entire movement because you want to keep your lumbar curve. You want to go sit straight back, knees track over the toes and out a little bit. Keep your weight on the heels, and when you get to the bottom, you want to break parallel. I'll do a couple from the front and then turn to the side so you can see what I'm talking about. So you'll notice that at the bottom, when I get to the bottom of my squat, my knees are out. Because this is going to stop your movement and you can't get down. You have to push the knees out, toes tight, slightly out, and then you can get all the way down to the bottom of your squat. If you can't do that movement or you feel a little unstable, we're going to allow you to do sit-to-stands. So again, using your dining room chair or something similar height, it's not going to slide and get away from you. You're just going to stand in front of it with your feet at shoulder width apart, and you're going to sit and back up, sit and back up. If you can use something that's lower than a chair height, even better, okay? But we don't want to use our hands and push up off. It's all with your legs. If that's still challenging, we're going to do a wall sit. So you can keep rolling, but I'm going to walk over to the wall. And on the wall sit, you're going to put your back flat against the wall. You're going to sink down until your thighs are parallel, and you're just going to hold this for 20 seconds. After 20 seconds, then you can get up and you can move on with the next movement in the exercise. The next movement is the sit-ups. Again, pretty self-explanatory. What I want you to remember is feet flat on the ground through the whole movement. Shoulders always touch the ground on the back. Feet flat on the ground. My shoulders are back every single time. Up. 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 If you can't do a full sit-up, we are going to allow you to do crunches. Same starting position. Up and hold for a count of 3. And down. If you need to modify that even more, we're going to do just leg raises. You can do that with your hands under the small of your back. Or you could get something very stable and hold on to it behind your head. The last movement is a run. It's 100 meters, which isn't that far. If you can't run it, you can choose to walk it. If that's still going to be a challenge for you, we're going to cut the distance in half. If that is still really a challenge for you, the run is only 1 rep, so you can take a break for 10 seconds and then go right back to the burpees. Any other modifications than that? Email me, talk to me, call me. We'll talk about how to make it work for you. The goal here that I want everybody to remember, the main goal is to keep moving for the full 8 minutes. So whatever you choose to do, however you choose to scale it, push yourself, challenge yourself to do 1 more rep. Even when you feel like quitting, go at a pace that you can keep moving for the full 8 minutes. But challenge yourself, okay? And I'll see you Sunday.